What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another amazing top 5 video. We've been actually working all week on this channel at making, our regularly uploaded scheduled videos where we just do battles every single day. But we've also been working on making some other sort of content, discussion videos. And like I said, today's going to be a top 5 video of things that you should be doing in your own games to help you guys prepare for the upcoming Isle of Arm release. We're going to be starting things off in just a sec, but I wanted to direct you guys to the question of the day while I dumpster this max raid. And that question of the day is, like I said, now that I made a couple types of discussion videos, what types of videos do you want to see me do? You want to see some team building videos in conjunction to our regular battle videos? Do you want to see more top 5s like this one's going to be? Do you want to see more meta breakdowns explaining how I think the new legendary birds are going to be used, or I think how specific hidden ability starters effects are going to affect the metagame? Let me know what you actually want to see me do for these types of discussion videos in the comments below. We're going to get right onto the list here, starting off strong with number 5, and number 5 is you guys need to do some max raids. Number 5 in the list of things you guys should be doing in your own games before Isle of Armor comes out is doing max raids. Not only are max raids a great way to communicate with other players, they're a great way to get Dynamax candy, they're a great way to get money, they're a great way to get amazing Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon. There's a ton of Pokemon that are actually boosted by some sort of max raid event right now. You got to go into the wild area. Down in the wild area news, there's an event right now that gives you guys a ton of returning Gmax Pokemon. So it's a great way to get a lot of those Pokemon like Colossal, which are really hard to get if you're not using this, what is it, I guess, event that's going on right now. Right now you see I'm doing Colossal, but I think there's a lot of other ones that are boosted. Great way to get Labrases, great way to get Butterfrees, Corviknights, all those things. And I really do think that most players should be stocking up on those Pokemon before the Isle of Armor releases. Again, you're going to need a ton of Dynamax candies once the DLC comes out. We made a video yesterday talking about the 30 or 40 other Pokemon that are going to be in the game, and those 30 or 40 other Pokemon are all going to need 10 Dynamax candy. So it's that's hundreds of Dynamax candy you need to get, and so since we have 2 weeks before, you might as well get together with a group of friends, go do a ton of max raids. Like I said, there's a great way to get nuggets, there's a great way to get all of the Dynamax candy and all the experience candies as well. I know personally, I go through tons of those a week making these teams for you guys, and so I know personally number 5 on my list, it should be number 1. I don't even know if these are really in order, but max rates are super important. Hopefully you guys agree. We're gonna move on to the next one. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna get this Colossal, guys. Wish me luck. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm gonna get it. This is our last Dynamax turn, so we'll see. Moving on to number 4 on our list, we're going to be talking about hitting Master Ball tier. Guys, this is ranked competitive singles and doubles. You can see the format always starts at the 1st of every single month. It's currently the 3rd or 4th when I'm recording this. It started on the 1st, which means there's a ton of time for you guys to hit Master Ball before the release date on June 17th. You can see I'm already Master Ball in doubles, but I'm not Master Ball in singles yet. I should definitely take the time to be Master Ball, so when the Isle of Armor releases, I'm already in the highest rank, and I don't have to try and climb up from the very bottom against everyone else who's also going to be climbing. It'd be much better to already be in Master Ball, already get those rewards, and the rewards are the reason why you really want to do it. Getting that huge 300 BP for each one of these, as well as the 3 gold bottle caps. I think it's either 300 or 600 BP. I don't actually remember, but it's a ton of rewards. There's nothing else you could actually be doing right now. If you guys are those casual players, you guys shiny hunters, take the time, play some games, try some rental codes. You guys can get some rental codes for some teams in my Discord. There's gonna be a link to the Discord in the description of this video. I highly recommend checking it out. If you guys are in need of some teams or in need of help tweaking your team to take on Master Ball, there's a ton of helpful people in there. There's also a ton of helpful people that will help you with trades and raids and all those wonderful things that we actually love about Pokemon. So yeah, hitting Master Ball is super important. It doesn't really take that long. I made a video last week about singles going from rank 9 all the way to Master Ball, and it took me 7 games, guys. 7 games going from Great Ball to Master. I think it probably takes about 20 games overall, and there's definitely time to play 2 or 3 games a day so you guys can get into Master Ball to get those amazing rewards and be ready, willing, and able to compete at the highest level once the DLC comes out on June 17th. Moving on to number 3 on our list, it's actually going to be one that is going to sound super easy, right? It's going to be one that sounds, obviously, this is something you should do before the DLC comes out, and that's actually buy the expansion, right? That's actually purchase the DLC, right? The expansion pass is paid content. Remember, this expansion pass costs $30, and I think you buy both of them. You buy the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. and it's $30, and you buy it for sword or shield. If you happen to be a player that plays both, you have to buy both, but you should buy whichever one you want to buy. And you can click this button that I just clicked right there in the bottom right. It'll take you right to the eShop. Go into the eShop right now. Oh, look how fast we are going right to the eShop. But yeah, you should probably buy it, and the reason you want to buy it is, let's see, I think you get some DLC stuff. I think you get a special shirt or something like that. Yeah, purchase benefits. When you purchase the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll receive a Pikachu uniform and an Eevee uniform. So if you want to get these, if you want to use them right now, you can buy the expansion pass right now. Having this thing already downloaded might be a pretty good idea because you never actually know how crowded the servers are going to be the day it comes out. It might be almost impossible to actually get on the server and download it. So I highly recommend downloading buying this if you're actually going to buy it as soon as possible. So yeah, number 3, pretty easy, but you can't really play the DLC unless you buy the DLC. Makes sense, right? Moving on to number 2 on my list of things you guys should be doing in your own games before the Isle of Armor comes out. It's going to be organizing your boxes, both in-game and on Pokemon Home. I personally am someone that, look at this box. There's Dittos in here, there's Breejects in here, there's a Wishy-Wash in here, there's a Gloom in here. These are all my Pokemon from previous gens that I brought over so I can help breed. But more often than not, I think it's a really good idea to take time once a week or so and organize your boxes. Maybe organize them by type, organize them however you really want to organize them. But I do think that taking the time to have well-organized boxes makes it so when you're team building, you're like, man, I want an Intimidator. It'd be really cool if all my Pokemon with Intimidate were in one box and I could look at them all in the same place. It'd be really cool if I wanted to build around other Gigantamax Pokemon, and it'd be really cool if all my extra Gigantamax Pokemon were in one place. These are all extra Gmax Pokemon that I have in my boxes. I usually like to take and take a little bit of time every week or so and reorganize my boxes. And another thing you guys can be doing, this little tidbit, one thing that you guys need to be doing is hatching all your eggs. I have a couple boxes of just eggs that I need to hatch so I can release those Pokemon. If you guys think my boxes here are unorganized, they are super unorganized. You guys have no idea how my Pokemon Home looks. There's so many things thrown in there. And taking a day to just get yourself organized and ready for the upcoming expansion might be a really good idea. You might also find some Pokemon you're like, oh man, I forgot that Sock was in the game. Maybe I should build a team around Sock. Maybe make a box of Pokemon. Oh man, I forgot I wanted to work with this. Put it in a box. Man, I wanted to work with this. Put it in a box. What I usually do is I like to organize all my boxes and just put all my Pokemon in the first 5 or 6 boxes. I separate them by Pokemon that are from Let's Go or Pokemon that are older, from Pokemon that were bred in Sword and Shield, and then from there, I just like to take and make different boxes of teams, right? So you can tell kind of what I'm doing here. You guys remember this was a team we used all throughout this week, and let's find another one that I was working with. This is a team that I was working on, with the Lapras, with Lucario, like that. Was another team that I was working on. We're into the Let's Go section, pass that up. This was a team that I used with Rillaboom the other day. So I just throw them in, and I just throw them there. This was a team you saw me use with the Alolan the Kanto Meowth and stuff like that. So I just like to scrunch my Pokemon together as much as possible, and then use my leftover boxes and just throw teams in there. And I think I'm a player that likes to build teams a little bit differently than someone else. People always ask me, where's the Pokepaste? Where's the code? And what I like to do is actually just organize my boxes and then build a team like this. I take stuff and build it in game. I think building it in game, being able to look at everything, just resonates a lot more with me than thinking up stuff off the top of my head and putting it into a Pokepaste. So I do recommend number 2. Organize your boxes. You'll feel better. It's just like cleaning your room. I know a lot of you guys are like, I don't want to clean my room. But you always feel better after you do it. And this is the exact same thing. But we're going to move on to number 1. Let me know if you guys can guess number 1. Here we go. Number 1 on things you guys should be doing in your own games before Isle of Armor. I talked briefly about Pokemon Home in number 2. Similar to Pokemon Home is using all of the hidden ability starters. The hidden ability starters were released the other day through Pokemon Home. If you guys are curious as how to do that, I'm going to run through right now. What you need to do is go into Pokemon Home on your on the app, not on your actual Switch. And you go onto your app, you need to deposit a Pokemon from Sword and Shield into Pokemon Home. If you have a current Pokemon Home account, from there you can log on your Switch or something like that, and then you'll be able to withdraw a hidden ability Libero Scorbunny, a hidden ability Grassy Search Grookey, and a hidden ability Sniper Sobble. These are going to be Modest Nature for the Sobble, Adamant Grookey, and Jolly for the Scorbunny. So they're already starting you off. They have a guaranteed 2 Ivy. I don't know if all Ivies are the same, but actually those are pretty good. Those give you the actual best 2. Speed, Special Attack, Speed, Attack, and I think his was Attack and Speed as well. but I obviously read this one a little bit. But yeah, so what you need to do is actually get these hidden ability starters. We have a couple weeks until the game comes out, and this is the only new content we actually have to use until then. So what you need to be doing is actually building teams around these Pokemon to at least familiarize yourself with these Pokemon. I think they're going to be very important once the DLC launches. And remember, there's that new mechanic that lets you add Gmax to your Pokemon. So these Pokemon, while they can't currently Gigantamax and gain those special Gmax forms, they can turn into those in the future. So familiarizing yourself with all of the Grookey teams, all of the Inteleon teams, and all the Cinderace teams for both singles and doubles, there's nothing else you could probably be doing to that would actually carry over. Like any meta that's going on right now, like you could say, I'm going to practice using a Colossal Dragapult team for the next 2 weeks. Colossal Dragapult might be really bad with all those new Pokemon, but one thing that will actually carry over is familiarizing yourself with these Pokemon, because these starters, while they're good right now, they're going to be even better with their Gmax forms, so you can expect them to see a lot of play. So that is my top 5 list. The top 5 list from the start is do some max raids, get some Gmax candies, get some experience candies, get some nuggets and all those good things, as well as awesome Gmax mounts. You can stock up like I am on all my amazing Gmaxes, so I can have as many. I can build 3 different Charizards. I can build 30 different Pikachus. I can use so many Gmax Toxtricities. It's a great idea to have a supply of those in the back. The next thing you want to be doing is hitting Master Ball tier in both singles and doubles. It's pretty important. You get a ton of rewards, and if you want to compete at the highest level from the day the format goes live, it's a good idea to already be a Master Ball, so you don't have to climb the ladder with every other super tryhard that's climbing the ladder the day the format comes out. Third on the list is going to be actually downloading the DLC. Again, similar to number 4, you don't want to be competing for people in that bandwidth area trying to fight for the DLC. We don't know how stable the eShop's going to be. Remember, you also get those t-shirts for purchasing it. So you can wear those right now. Might as well go do that whenever you have the chance if you already have the funds. Number 2 is going to be organizing your boxes on Pokemon Home and in-game. I promise you'll feel a lot better. And number 1 is going to be familiarizing yourself with these hidden ability starters, picking up the starters from Pokemon Home and seeing if any of them actually fit your playstyle. That's my top 5 list. I know I asked you guys in the question of the day, letting me know what type of other content you want to see me make. I have a couple videos planned. I might be covering dedicated videos towards all of the new legendaries that are coming out. I think that taking the time to correctly talk about why some of them are very good and why some of them are a little bit overrated might be something that I plan on working on in the future. I also want to say that this is my top 5. If there's something you think I left out, you can very, very nicely let me know in the comments below, or you can very, very angrily say, I can't believe you forgot X. I think the number one thing everyone's going to say is, you forgot to say shiny hunting. You could be shiny hunting right now. You can totally shiny hunt right now. If you want to say that, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the positive feedback I've gotten on these recent discussion videos. Other than that, thank you for watching so much. We're going to see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody.